Hey guys, Tanya Clarke-Marinelli here. That was so delayed. How are you? And welcome to this week's webinar training, all about creating, hey Jamie, all about creating video that is going to generate you leads to your business, generate leads to your business fast. Thank you for joining me. I am just going to take a quick peek and see how many viewers we have. Okay, so we have a few viewers already. I'm going to get started. Sweet, because I have a ton of content to share with you guys today. And it's something that I talk about quite a bit in my practice. So I'm probably going to go off my notes and talk a lot more than I have planned. I have this little squeegee thing here that I'm just going to clean off my camera. It seems a little blurry. But I'm in my office and the lighting isn't the best, but my little one wanted to come home for lunch and I'm like, yeah, but I'm doing a webinar, so you can't be really loud. And he said, I promise, Mom, I won't. I promise I won't. So I said, okay, fine. So now I'm in my office so we don't hear the talking and the TV and everything in the background. Now, who's here? Hey, Sherry. Hey, Jamie. How's it going? Okay, good. It's nice and clear. So I know where you guys are from. Sometimes I'm like, hey, where are you coming? Where are you tuning in from? Sometimes we have people from Mexico, from Australia, from California, you name it. So that's really exciting. Without further ado, guys, I'm going to get started. But first, I always give away a free book. Jamie's from Moscow. Pretty much. I'm wearing my nice cozy little scarf because it was a little chilly this morning. I was out the house at about 6:30 this morning on my way to Toastmasters to connect with some amazing people. Jamie is part of my Toastmasters, so I'm excited that you're here because you know what I'm going to talk about. Where am I here? This morning, I love Toastmasters. And Stephanie Staples is in our Toastmasters group as well. And last week she said she went up and she asked some questions because this is just part of one of the roles in Toastmasters. And she's like, I like to be a little bit selfish and I'm going to ask questions that are going to benefit me. So I'm like, yep, I'm going to echo that. So I hopped on and I was able to ask 3 people their feedback on fear around public speaking. And so I have that information and I'm going to share it with you guys today. There were 2 bits of information that I'm going to share with you. The first one is this adorable lady hops up and she's like, when you make a mistake, view it as an opportunity. So when you're public speaking and you're live, right, just like you and I are right now, you have an opportunity. If you screw up, rather than going, oh shit, I screwed up, tweak it into an opportunity, okay? And one more amazing piece of feedback I got was just that probably the biggest thing that you can do to skyrocket your public speaking career, your video career, your whatever it is, but you're in front of people, right, on video, is to surround yourself with people who are going to give you positive feedback, constructive criticism. Take as much constructive criticism as you can to implement and skyrocket your speaking career. So that was really cool because he's a seasoned Toastmaster and I really enjoyed having the opportunity to ask him that. And he's right. You know, it all speaks to right hand, left hand people. You surround yourself with people who are going to celebrate you, right? And then you celebrate with them and then you ask, how can I do better? How can I do better? And so on and so forth. So that was amazing feedback. So I'm going to share that with you guys today. I'm going to hop on. I'm going to get started with the presentation. And then at the end, stay tuned because I give away a book every webinar. And I know, Mr. Jamie, you're still waiting for yours. I have it. I literally have a stack of little surprises that I'm sending my clients. And your book is in that stack and it hasn't been sent out yet. So I did that. I'm going to own it. And yeah, so stay tuned. I'm going to think of a quiz. I'm going to quiz you, and then whoever wins, answers first, gets a free book. I'm also going to announce what that free book is. So again, thank you for joining me. And here is, oh, there it is. All right, so welcome to the free webinar training, Get Your Money Mindset Makeover. You're going to break through your limitations, shatter your negative beliefs, and create a life that you love with me, Tanya Clarke-Marinelli. I'm certified life coach, consultant, and speaker. And today we're going to do just this. We're going to talk about breaking through some of your limitations and shatter some of those negative beliefs that are holding you back from achieving optimum success in your business. Today, you guys are going to find out how to generate leads to your business fast using video or live streaming or webinar, whatever the case is. How to make videos that stand out and draw people in closer to you. What most people fear when putting a video out there on social media and how to move past those blocks. Okay, this is going to be interesting. My programs, the Invest in Yourself course and Empowering Kids program, has been featured on local TV stations, CTV, Breakfast Television, CTV Evening, CJOB, numerous articles written, newspaper articles written up on my programs. And here is the Empowering Kids Nature Camp. Love it. This is my little guy. And there are a number of things that we foster in this Empowering Kids program so they can grow up knowing what they deserve in life rather than having to figure it out later on in life. So we foster friendships, communication, creativity, imagination, passions, okay? We get these kids comfortable talking about their passions, vocalizing their passions, vocalizing what it is that they love about themselves, like actually saying it, saying, I love how good I am at playing soccer, or I love my hair, I love my skin, I love the color of my eyes, I love my lips, you name it. They get comfortable talking about this stuff. I did a presentation with a group of educators last year, and I asked each woman in the room and man to tell me something that they love about themselves physically. Wow, it was very challenging. Everybody's heart started racing. It's kind of like when you're getting up and talking in front of a group of people. Their heart started racing and they were like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. They just began to panic. There were a few people in that room that were not able to find one thing positive about themselves physically. They couldn't vocalize anything. They couldn't think of anything. So my mission in life is to change that with people. My mission in life is to get kids comfortable at this age, sharing what it is that they're passionate about, that they love about themselves, and being vulnerable and being authentic, being who they really are. So when they're adults, they can just dominate. So that is my passion, and that's my purpose. I'm also the creator of the Invest in Yourself course online program, Shift Your Money Mindset to create the freedom that you guys deserve today, and that's what we're going to be talking about today, okay? I'm also the host of the Empowering You and Your Children blog talk radio show, and guess what, guys? This guy, Dan King, is on Monday. I have switched the times of the radio show, so rather than doing radio show then webinar on Thursdays, I'm going to start the week off with a radio show, okay? So you guys can begin your day every Monday morning, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time with some kick butt content. And you guys are welcome to call in live and get your questions answered with this guy, okay? He's a spiritual conduit, author, speaker, and creator of Soulgasm. So call in, get your questions answered with this guy. I have a few signature talks, Overcome Negative Self-Talk, Secrets Every Successful Woman Needs to Know. And also the most important ingredient for your child's success, emotional intelligence. Hop on over to empoweringkidsprogram.com and download your free training today. All about the emotional intelligence and how to implement it in your home. I also do some workshops. I've gone to Pungassi, Fisher River, local workshops, and I've gone to other places. I can't think of them right now. But I've spoke for Manitoba Mentors in high schools all about being a successful Aboriginal entrepreneur. So if that's something, if you guys feel like there's a need for this, please connect with me. I do free speaking all over the place, so let me know. Now, what is my why? Why do I want to create a profitable business? Why do I want to get in the public's eye? Why do I want to generate massive leads through streaming, live streaming, video, webinar, you name it? Because my why is being closer to my family. This is my daughter, Sierra, and my two boys, Vincenzo and Luca. I homeschool this crazy kid right here with the blonde hair. And I did homeschool this little one, but he ventured off to school this year. It's gonna be a beautiful adventure for him this year, and I'm celebrating him and honoring him and trusting that his inner compass, he knows what he's doing. Everybody's born with an inner compass. I just want to do what I can do to honor my little one's intuition, and they know what they can do. They know what they want to do. So I'm just gonna support them in it. So that's my why. I also have another why. Me. Okay, I do as much as I can for my children, but I want to honor my passions as well as my children's. So I love to travel. I love to travel. I love to meet people. I love to network. I love to go have mother-daughter days, have date days with my kids, but I also love to get out there and travel. So, and I also play a little guitar, do a little singing, and love to sit at beautiful cafes, drink my latte while I work when I feel like getting out of the house. And I couldn't do that unless I had the freedom to do it in my business. And I couldn't do it, and I couldn't express this amount of vitality, energy, happiness, whatever it is. I couldn't express that without being able to do what it is that I love. Okay, so my passion is to show other parents, men, women, whoever it is out there who desires to experience some freedom and follow their passions. My desire is to show you guys exactly how to do it. So here's what we're going to be talking about today: how to generate leads to your business fast using video. But before I continue on with that presentation, I'm going to hop on over here and see if anyone has any questions, comments, concerns. Jamie, bring to our coffee meeting. Boom. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. Because I missed what that was referring to. So I'm drinking this amazing Earl Grey tea right here, right now. My son, Vinny, who's homeschooled, makes it. He makes it with, the book, yeah. Oh, okay, yeah, makes sense. I'll bring it to our coffee meeting. So he makes Earl Grey tea, nice organic Earl Grey tea, and he puts some nice heavy cream in it, and he throws it in the Vitamix. And I like honey in my tea. I don't take any honey in my coffee. But what else does he put in my tea to make it really frothy and delicious and really good for you? Let me know. Okay, so I'm going to hop back on over here and begin screen sharing again. Let's just get into it. Let's get as much done as we can. Close, Sherry. Close, but no cigar. Very close. Okay, so how to generate leads to your business fast, boom, using video. Okay, guys, listen. Video is the next best thing to being live in front of somebody, okay? It is like the best way to generate leads to your business in less than 5 minutes a day. This is the best and the fastest way to generate leads to your business. So I'll get back over there in a minute. Okay, so there's a lot of live streaming happening now, right? what I was doing before I got into live streaming was I was making a video and then I was uploading it and I was posting it and waiting for it to post to Facebook and then sharing it to all my pages and so on and so forth. What I do now is I just, you download the live streaming app. So if you guys aren't doing it yet, I really invite you to do this. Download the live streaming app, hop on your phone, click live, you know, put in whatever subject title you want. I like to put in my website, #1, so it makes it easier for people to click on. And or my webinar registration link, easier for people to just boom, click, I'm registered. And now you guys are here with me today. And if you don't make it live, at least you're emailed the replay, okay? So, but it's the next best thing to being live. And here's why. I'll go through this long process again. I'm looking directly at you. I am speaking directly to you. I love these webinars. I started doing these webinars last year because I get to look at you. There's interaction. Ask me your questions. Let's do what we can to skyrocket you in your business, to generate leads, to make you money, okay? So you can experience what it is that's near and dear to your heart. But I'm looking directly at you, right? Sherry, coconut oil, boom. Do we need to download an app? I can stream live from my Facebook page. Oh, cool. I believe, well, I'm on an Android. I don't know if it's different for iPhones, but I had to download a live streaming app from the App Store in order, and then it went boom onto my Facebook. And then it just gave me the option right beside the photo or whatever. I had to do that. So this is why it's next best thing, right? You're asking your questions and I'm answering them and I'm looking directly at you. About 3 or 4 years ago when I hired my very first mentor, oh, Facebook does it now, okay. Who knew? When I hired my very first mentor, it was a 3-hour webinar. But at that time I was like, you know, when she was advertising for the webinar, the way that she advertised it and the words and text that she used really spoke to my heart. So I was like, all right, I will commit to signing up for this free webinar, but 3 hours is a freaking commitment. So she did an amazing job at keeping me engaged, delivering amazing content, and that I sat there for 3 freaking hours and hung off her every word. But this was what I noticed. She was doing a webinar. She had music playing in the background. She was like really high energy. She raised my energy sitting at home by myself in the living room, okay? Kind of like you do at a live event. But she was able to do that for me while like through a computer screen. And I'll never forget it. She was staring right at me and it was like she was speaking directly to me. So from that day forward, I said, I'm gonna do that one day. And I'm going to make somebody feel like she made me feel. I want to be able to have the opportunity to speak directly to someone and offer kick-ass value. So that's, you know, I always kept that in the back of my mind. And now today I'm doing it. I've been doing it since last year. Jamie, and it can be done live from your PC too, but it needs a little setup. Okay, perfect. I'd love to find out how to do that exactly. Hi, I'm live. Do you want to come and say hi?
Hi.
This is my little man. He is home for lunch. Say hello.
Hi.
Yeah. Okay, so go eat your lunch. I'm going to finish up here and then I'll...
eat the potato lunches.
No. Love you.
Love you too.
Enjoy your lunch, baby.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Sorry. I love that because I'm #1 authentic, real, and this is Sherry. Hi, Luca. Oh, thank you, Sherry. And this is why I do what I do, and this is why I work from home, because so he can come and see me. You know, like those are his. Like since he started school, it was like, oh, I love coming home for lunch. One day he just rode his bike home really fast and kissed me and hugged his brother and then went back off to school. And it's really cool. Anyhow, so thank you for thank you for allowing that to come in. Now, Sherry, I'm really glad that you're on today. I want to just share this with everybody watching the replay or here live. Sherry is my little chickie who is, oh, where's my paper? Sherry's a client of mine, and I actually share her testimonial quite often here on the webinars. And Sherry, thank you so much for coming on and volunteering today after I asked you. And my dog joins me too. Sherry does amazing things here in Winnipeg. And I'm definitely hoping that she's going to expand as well out into other provinces and globally. Now, what Sherry does is she's created this thing called Tribe Meditation, where she opens up a really safe space for women from all over to come together, be who they are, and just enjoy kick-ass energy and authentic energy, storytelling. Not quite storytelling, but kind of storytelling. I'm going to get into that in a minute. But Sherry, you know, before this, and was able to do this because she got into direct sales, okay? And how she began generating $8,000 a month was through video. So I remember watching her on social media and thinking, wow, you're amazing. And I think that that's kind of how we first connected. So Sherry, what feedback, before I get into all of the wonderful content that I have to share these people, what do you think you can share? What was the biggest thing that you discovered when using social media / video to make $8,000 a month selling jewelry? So what feedback can you give me for that? And I'll just give you a minute and sip my tea. She's probably going to take a minute to type all that out. People felt like they knew me. Psst. I'm like expecting this big long thing. And yes, of course, it's as simple as that. I run into people at Costco. I run into people at the mall, and they're like, hi, Tanya. Or I go to an event. They're like, hi, Tanya. And I'm sitting there going, like, what? Who are you? I don't know who you are, but this is amazing. And you're absolutely right. The other night I was out and I had somebody approach me and she's like, take a picture. I always, you know, I share your posts all the time. And I'm like, oh, that's you. That's you. Amazing. Sherry says, they didn't just want to buy my product because of the product. They wanted to connect with me. And that's so true. And you post often, right? Consistency is key. You need to be seen. If people don't know that you're out there, how the hell are they going to buy from you? Yes, make your videos with high energy and very short. And that's what my goal is whenever you see me on a live stream or a video, is that it's really short, to the point, ton of value, high energy. Suck people in with that. People can talk too long and lose their customers' attention. Exactly. So amazing. So I'm going to go back over to the training, and I'm going to echo a lot of what Sherry's saying to you, and then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to wrap it up. Okay. So Sherry, if you have any more feedback, absolutely, I welcome and invite you to keep posting, because everybody here on the webinar can see it. And then I'll just read it back for those of you watching on YouTube. Okay. So leads. Heck yeah. Less than 5 minutes a day, guys. Like she said, it's like 30 seconds to 2-minute videos, really fast, really high energy. And then you have people going, hey, there she is again. Hey, there she is again. Look at the value she's providing for us. So let's talk a little bit more about that. How to make videos that stand out and draw people in closer to you. And this is where I'm going to echo Sherry a bit. Like 93% of communication is nonverbal. So don't really worry too much about what it is that you're saying, the words that you're using. Rather, let's talk about all the nonverbal ways of communicating. So some nonverbal ways of communicating is eye contact, right? What was I saying about 3 or 4 years ago, the very first business mentor I hired? She made eye contact with me. She had no idea who the hell I was. She never did. It was a high-end program, but I never, ever got to meet her or talk to her, but I learned a ton. So eye contact, posture. Posture can say a lot. I did a webinar a few months back all about the nonverbal cues and your posture, your gestures, your facial expressions. Be very careful about those facial expressions that you're making. Your posture, one thing that I would invite you to do is acknowledge where your shoulders are. Push them back, sit up straight, portray confidence, and even when you do that, you feel more confident instantly. Okay, so I invite you guys to focus on that and really create a new habit out of straightening your back, pushing your shoulders back, and being present, owning your space. And it's how you say it as well, right? It's the pitch, it's the pace, it's the volume, it's the emotion that you put into it. Okay? Let's go deeper into that emotion. We're going to talk about energy. Okay, that non-verbal energy that you guys portray. So, and I said this quite a few times and I'll keep on saying it, but subconsciously, if you guys are doubting yourself and you don't believe in what it is that you're selling, talking about, so on and so forth, subconsciously people can feel that and they know that. And it all has to do with that nonverbal communication. Okay, energy is key. You can make or break a speaking event, a conversation, a classroom with the energy. You can control the energy in a room. I'm telling you this right now. Okay. So how do you command people's attention in video? It's through your emotions. It's through all those nonverbal cues. All right. Now, there are other things that you need to put in your videos. How you're going to, yes, there are other things that you need to put in your videos, but I just see that Sherry posted a couple more things. I always said, even the people that don't like me will watch, even if it's to be nosy and see what I'm wearing. Don't ever say I need. I always make it about them. Okay, that's amazing feedback. Yeah, so that is wonderful feedback. I don't have it in this video, and I'm so glad that you brought that up, Sherry. See, this is like an online mastermind right here. I'm getting things from this. Very cool. Thank you, Sherry. So how do you command people's attention through emotions, okay? Through those pitches, you guide them through, and I'm going to get into that in a little bit more detail in a minute. This is another thing you guys need to have in your videos is you gotta deliver value. In your videos, make sure that you have high value content, okay? Be confident in what you're selling and what you're sharing. Deliver value. And here is another kick butt thing that I put into place in my videos. I'm a storyteller. I tell stories, okay? I use the tones of my voice, okay? I'm completely authentic. I get to be me. I get to be me. And here's the cool thing. If you're nervous about being you, scared about being, about people liking or not liking who you are, fine, acknowledge it, notice it, then change it, please. Because what you're going to do, if you pretend to be somebody else, you're going to attract people that you don't really resonate into your life. But if you're you, you are going to attract people who honor and respect your authenticity, your authentic self. You want to attract people that you resonate with, period, okay? And the only way to do that is to honestly be yourself. Absolutely be yourself. So when I'm doing videos, it's like I'm definitely telling a story. Let me just see what the next, yeah, see? Okay, so I'm looking for images this morning and I'm like, hey, look at this. 7 storytelling techniques used by the most inspiring TED presenters. So storytelling isn't something that I'm making up. I was actually driving home yesterday after doing some voiceover and filming for a video that I'm doing for the Empowering Kids program. And I had my partner there, Tracy McDowell, and she had a challenging time on the video, but everybody that was there was like, you know what? This is one of the scariest things to do, is to get in front of the camera. It's so freaking scary. And I get that. But, you know, I'm just going to, hold on. I want to look at you. So what I noticed was that I won this Kick Butt video challenge for the 2nd year in a row. And I was up against doctors, like healers, like people who are making a ton of money, more money than I am, and who are really good at what they do. And then my business coach gets on the line with me and she's like, can you share a training about how you do your videos? And I thought, yeah, I can. But I didn't even realize, you know, this is the best and fastest way that I'm able to bring people in and share my product business with public, social media, you name it. This is the best way that I do it. It's easy. I started out vlogging because I'm not a writer. If you look through my slides, you'll probably see a spelling mistake on every freaking slide, but that's okay. I don't let it stop me. That's who I am. I'm going to own it anyway. But speaking and storytelling is definitely something that resonates with me. So she actually piqued my interest, and I was like, oh my gosh, yeah, you're absolutely right. My clients need to know this. This is really going to benefit them in their businesses and bringing them their ideal clients to them, right? Pulling them in, not going and pushing it on people, but pulling them in, right? And yeah, so that's what I'm doing today. And then I was driving home after this event the other day, and I was like, you know, and I was thinking about it. I'm like, you know what it is? I think I'm a storyteller. It's not that I'm dishonest or anything, but I enjoy sharing stories. I enjoy sharing content and trying to get the people who I'm talking to feel what I'm feeling and to really experience what I'm sharing with them, rather than just writing the content down. You know, I could do it in point form and everything like that, but I really want them to feel it and experience it as I do. So storytelling is a big part of it. So when I was going to implement that in the slides this morning, I saw the TED talk and 7 ways to, you know, 7 different things, tips for storytelling. And I thought, oh my gosh, you guys need to know this. That's what I thought. So I'm going to hop back over here. Let me know if you guys have any questions, comments, concerns. Make notes. I'm going to wrap it up at the end. You guys got to capture your audience, right? Exactly what I was just saying. You guys got to create the emotion and the sound in your voice and the enthusiasm, and you just got to smack your, you know, the people who you're talking to in the face with it, and they're gonna feel it and they're gonna want more of it. Okay, if you can leave people with a great taste in their mouth or with a good feeling, they want more of it. Everybody does. So let's talk about what most people fear when putting a video, quote unquote, out there on social media, and how to move past those blocks. Okay, let's talk about that. So the biggest fear that I've seen my clients experience, and what I experienced myself was the fear of being visible, the fear of people seeing me, the fear of people thinking, what the hell is she talking about? She makes no sense. Or the fear of people thinking I'm not good enough, or who does she think she is, and so on and so forth. So I want you guys all right now, whoever is here, pop into the chat box. What are your biggest fears about being seen in social media? Share with me. Okay. A lot of different variations of I'm not good enough is happening. Absolutely. Before I get into that, I want to see what you guys are all saying. Pop into the chat box. Let me know. Okay. So I'll give you guys a minute to do that. I've even had my clients say, no, I don't have a fear of being visible. And then I'll say, well, then where's your videos? You know, we talked a while back that you're going to begin your videos. Where's your videos? How come I don't see you? And then ego tries to say, well, I have to have this ready, that ready, all of this ready before I put myself out on social media. And that's not true. I want you guys to write this down. Done is better than perfect. Done is better than perfect. Why? Because there's never a perfect time for anything. Okay? Getting it out there, putting yourself out there, being visible is better than perfect. Sherry says, a big fear for me when I started was simply that I didn't like how I looked. Once I started doing it all of the time, it became easier and easier. Absolutely. You got to throw yourself in. You got to jump in. And that's the best and fastest way to learn. So absolutely. Do it anyway, right? Do it anyway. Okay, so let me go back over here. Okay, 2 huge things. I can't post on my personal page. I can't post on social media. What's my family going to say? You know, although our family, you would think, are supposed to be our biggest supports, sometimes they're not, and it's not intentional. It's not their fault. They don't mean to do it. Okay, it has nothing really to do with them. It's just that sometimes you're just on different paths. You're on a different journey, and you don't always see things the same way. So for me, I was terrified of putting myself out there on social media because of what my family was going to think of me. Can I get a what from anybody here? Does anybody agree? Anybody else experience that? Even in my own mastermind and healers and teachers and everyone else, they were like, they're afraid. They voiced fear over putting themselves out on their social media. Sherry says, one of the best things that you can do is make a mistake in your videos. Absolutely. Then the next day, post a new video with the title, I'm sorry. Then provide the proper info. That title will make people watch. Oh my gosh. Now you're going to get a whoop, whoop. That's amazing feedback, Sherry. Great. I'm sorry. Actually, you got me with that. You sent out an email the other day and it said, I'm sorry. And I was like, whoa, what happened? And then I read it. I'm going to use that, and then I'm going to give you your feedback. So thanks for sharing that, Sherry. I love my clients. Now, here's another big fear. Friends. What are my friends going to say? You know, sometimes friends meaning to do well actually are like, what are you doing? Why are you doing that? I don't get it. And a lot of times, family and friends, you make them uncomfortable. They're uncomfortable with it, which is totally fine, okay? Honor them and where they're at and pursue what you want to do because you want to do it, all right? that definition of success is doing what you want to do because you want to do it. And the success rate out there, guys, is 1 out of 20. So Jamie says, after 500 videos, I can say it just requires action. I look back at the first ones, they are horrible. I did that the other day, Jamie. They were horrible. Mine were, not yours. I laugh at them now. If you realize that everyone who is looking awesome at doing videos had to start by doing horrible ones. Yes, that's awesome. That's amazing feedback as well. That's the best way to learn. This morning, I chose to take on the general evaluator role in Toastmasters, and that's a pretty big role, and it requires experience, I would say, to do a really good job. I never did it before, didn't really know the ins and outs, and I volunteered. I was pushed to volunteer, which I did anyway. And I did it anyway. And that's the best way to learn, is just jumping in, diving in, and doing it anyway. So absolutely, great feedback. So remember that, guys, okay? Family and friends. That's probably the biggest fear that I've seen in posting social media pictures or videos and displaying on social media what it is that you guys do for a living. So the very first time I posted, hey, I'm going to show you guys how I generated my first 10K in 30 days. And I'm going to show you step by step how I did it, the program, and I was freaking scared out of my mind. Number one, to let people know what I was generating as an income. Number two, to put myself out there, you know, to be judged or to be quote unquote talked about, or whatever the case is, to feel not good enough, or just to be called out, right? And I did. I got some negative feedback, but I kept pushing and pushing and pushing. And those who don't want to see the information anymore don't follow me anymore. And I'm okay with that, because what I've noticed is that when you make room, the new comes in, and that's okay. And it's all an experience that every single person here is going to have to go through. You're going to have to go through that fear. But the most important thing to remember is that fear is your guide. Fear is not put there to stop you. Okay. And it's, you know, I don't even look at fear as something to overcome. I look at fear as like, all right, you're scaring the shit out of me. Let's do this. Okay. So I invite you guys all to just take note of that. And yeah, family and friends, you might get some negative feedback, but who cares? Do what you want to do anyway, okay? Just getting past that point. So here's the thing. You guys gotta get video. You gotta get your message out there. And if you don't get it out there, how are people supposed to know what you're selling and what you're sharing? How are they supposed to know? Okay? And consistency is key. You got to be consistent. You can't just show up here once, twice, maybe 3 times a month. You got to be consistent because it creates integrity. And you, what do you say, Jamie? You create the know, like, and trust factor, and it also creates, you're dependable. People can depend on you. It's like, I remember I used to watch this one law of attraction expert every Monday. She'd have this Monday show. And then all of a sudden, no Monday shows. I was like, what the hell? Where'd they go? I would look forward to that every single Monday morning. And one day they just stopped. And maybe one came out once a month, and whatever the case was. But no, consistency is key. So I've decided to throw in some extra content in this webinar for you guys. How to come up with topics to talk about, okay? So I'm just going to check to see if any of y'all have any questions or comments. Okay, Jamie. So, yeah, your family and Sherry says your family and friends are not necessarily your ideal clients, so don't worry about it. Absolutely great comment. Jamie says it honestly applies to all things in life. People who you see, people who you see that look skilled and polished started somewhere. And I promise you, they did not wake up one day, start doing that thing in a polished way. They fumbling, looked foolish, made mistakes. Yeah, but that's where you create opportunity, right? That's what Miss Brenda said this morning. That's where you create opportunity. And that's where you can go, whoop, I'm sorry, read my next email or watch my next video. So that's amazing. Jamie also says the skills are future results of practicing doing something you don't know how to do. Skills can only develop through taking action in doing something you cannot do. Look at all these amazing comments here. Lots of feedback. Sherry says, oh, my computer's dirty. I can't read that. What does that first word say? It is. There is a benefit to posting on YouTube before it hits. Oh, is there a benefit to posting on YouTube before it hits Facebook? Is there? Here's what I'm discovering right now, Sherry, is okay. So yes, on Tuesday when we talked, Jamie said yes, there was. But here's the thing. Let me look at you guys. Here's what I'm figuring out. That there is, because then you drive traffic to your YouTube account. But yeah, but all of my clients are on Facebook. All of my clients are on Facebook. So what I like to do is I like to upload the videos, because you know how they would play? People would scroll through and then they'd see and then they'd click on it, or they'd watch you and then they'd click on it. Those are where my clients are. And then with the live stream, it's like you get a notification, this person's live, and then there's interaction just like there is right now. Look at all this amazing content and interaction. So then there's interaction like there is right now, and people get to look at you, and it's even better than video because it really is live. So that's my experience right now. That's kind of what the waters that I'm testing right now and what's working really well for me. So what I do is when I have an amazing live stream, I upload that, the one that received the most content, most views, you name it, upload that onto YouTube and then send it out to my email list. So what I've always done in the past was I've posted it on social media and then uploaded it and then put it onto YouTube. But regardless, all of my videos get onto YouTube. So I'm going to go back to the training, and Jamie, give me your feedback on that. And then I'll read it in a moment. YouTube has live streaming too. Yeah, subscribers to YouTube. Yeah, absolutely. And when I start my webinars, it's automatically my subscribers on YouTube are notified that I'm live. So it's what am I looking for? What am I looking for? What's the word I'm looking for? They're connected, okay? Yeah, so here I might have like 10, 15 viewers, and then I go onto YouTube and it's like, what? 40 people just watched my, so then there were a few people watching connected. Yeah, thanks. Connected. So here, I'm going to go back here because I really have some amazing content to share with you. Okay. So how to come up with topics to talk about, because people are like, okay, fine. I'll be visible. I'll get out there. I'll put up, I'll put out those videos, but what the hell am I going to talk about? So so what are that means your clients' top 10 problems that they face? Okay, write them down. What are the top 10 things that your clients are facing right now? What are their challenges? So make a list. And then what are 5 most asked questions that you receive from your clients? Or what are 5 questions that your clients should be asking? And then you have like 20 videos right there. And here's the secret. You got to give amazing content in your videos. You need to give a solution to their problem. And then you got to make a call to action. Okay, guys? You can put a video out there and, of amazing content and then say goodbye. but then where's your call to action? Okay. So give, always give before you get. And it's the same thing in these videos. There's a reason why you're making videos. It's to get yourself out there, to be seen, so your ideal client knows that you're out there and they can connect with you, and then they can work with you, or whatever it is, your direct sales, maybe it's Nucerity, maybe it's a skin product, and they're like, oh my gosh, for the last 10 years I've been suffering with this, and then they're like, oh my gosh, look what she did. She went from, really bad skin or whatever the case is to having this beautiful glowing skin. How the hell did she do that? Or whatever the case is. Maybe your child had eczema and you could never ever heal it, and then all of a sudden there's my Skincerity, problem solved. So the definition behind entrepreneur is what? Solving somebody's problem, right? You're providing a service. So you got to give amazing content. Don't be afraid to give it all away. Seriously, I'm giving you guys this stuff, okay? You give the amazing content to your ideal clients, and then if they're going to work with you, they're going to work with you. They just are. Don't be afraid. Release that low vibrational emotion. So give kick-ass content, give them a solution for the problem, and then make a call to action, meaning hop on over to investinyourselfcourse.com, get your free training. I'm still giving, okay? And then pop their email address in. They still get something they still get another freebie. So visibility plus value plus offers equals what? Your income, okay? Equals happy people, okay? Equals people doing what it is that they're passionate about doing and receiving amazing things for it. Isn't that wonderful? So before I go ahead and share with you a few more things, if you have any feedback, questions, let me know. You can ask me, Tanya, fine, maybe I don't have any clients right now. Well, what business are you in? What are you doing? Let's give you some content that you guys can walk away with. Let me know. Pop your questions in the box. So 90% of success is showing up, right? And that's in quotations. That's something I heard from my business coach a couple of years ago. And I told her, I'm just going to take it and I'm going to share that with everybody I know. 90% of success is showing up, and look what happens when you show up. This is Sherry Selly, and she's on the webinar today, and you guys got some amazing content from her. She's the creator of Tribe Meditation, and she creates a very sacred, safe space for all these wonderful, kick-ass women to come together. And she shares wonderful teachings and trainings, as well as tips and experience in meditation. She also hosts meditation groups weekly. And she's a client of mine, and look what's happening. She is an amazing businesswoman, but now she's creating even more because she's showing up and she's like, all right, you don't know what you don't know. Let's put my business into, I have a vision for my business. Let's make it work. Let's do it. Let's skyrocket. I don't want to figure out all the answers on my own. Tell me what to do. Let's make this happen. Not only that, she is the author of the upcoming book. Oh no. Room 402, I believe it's called. Next week, I'll have the cover of your book on here. Just pop that into the chat box and I'll let them know, Sherry. Also, look what else happens when you show up. This is my beautiful client, Jen. Guess what, guys? 6 months ago, she left corporate, a high-paying job, security, benefits, you name it, to pursue her passion in teaching kids yoga. She also teaches women's yoga. She does mother-daughter yoga, you name it. But she made the decision, boom, she made the decision that it was going to work and she's going to benefit financially from doing whatever it is, like this, which she loves. And that's exactly what she's experiencing today. So I'm celebrating her. Other clients of mine have said, I've been sitting on my About page for about 2 years. I'm having so much fun. I've had more than 6 sessions with Tanya, then 6 months of personal coach counseling. I'm still buzzing, and that's like the storytelling, the energy, like, you know how people can project their voice? It's like, project that energy so you guys can feel it as well. Morgan created her entire consulting business, website, modules, you name it, in like 60 freaking days, okay? Now we're working on creating funnels and all those other crazy marketing things that you need, like such as, you know, generating leads through video to drive traffic to your business. I also have this adorable little lady who was going to close her business, her home daycare, December. She ended up closing it September 1st, okay? So she skyrocketed. And now she is generating her income through her practice of natural healing, okay? So I'm totally celebrating her as well. So believe you guys deserve it, and the universe is gonna freaking serve it, especially after you make that decision and decide that it is happening for me. It's the easiest freaking thing, but it's the hardest thing, you know what I'm saying? So make the decision, and the universe will conspire to help you make that happen. So the Invest in Yourself online program, it's designed around 3 things. You need to find out where you are. You need to be honest about where you want to be, and then you design a way to get there, and you take action and you get there. So this program, it is made of 9 amazing modules. There's a bonus section, worksheets, weekly Q&As, monthly one-on-one calls, private Facebook community. It's really tailored around an online mastermind, putting all these like minds together and just skyrocketing your business. And the first module is where you're at, mastering habits, fear, ego, and resistance. You guys got to get clear on that one. Universal laws, radical honesty, feminine and masculine energy, money mindset, creating your online business, time management. And guess what? I've just added a new module. I haven't updated this yet, but I'm going to share with you guys all my tips and tricks about coaching. So if you guys don't have a coaching certification, maybe you do, maybe you want more information, I'm going to share with you guys everything I know all about life coaching. All right. So this is what my website looks like when you go to investinyourselfcourse.com. Under the home button, click on apply. Why? Because you and I got to resonate. Okay. I got to be authentic, and I want you to be authentic. So we got to see if our energies match up. Are we going to work well together? Am I the person who is meant to help you achieve optimum success in your life and business? So that's why it's apply. We get on the phone, we talk. I share with you as much as I possibly can during that 60 minutes how to skyrocket your business. And then if we resonate with each other, then we work together. Woohoo! So go to investinyourselfcourse.com and apply to see if this is something that you're meant to do, that, you know, if we're meant to work together. Now, I'm back looking at you. Yes, 402, love that. Sherry's got some shout outs for Jen, Morgan. Yeah. We have an amazing, amazing bunch in our online mastermind. I love doing what it is that I love to do. I love doing it because I get to create the freedom. Like I'm a single homeschooling mom, okay? The model that I use in my business is the exact model that I learned from my business coach, all right, that she learned from hers. So yes, I'm constantly investing in my business, as well as you guys, everybody showing up today, are investing in your own. So this is definitely the best way to utilize your time, organize your time, and to enjoy life while generating an income doing what it is that you guys love to do. So videos. In your videos, this is what you're going to do. You're going to hop on. You're going to go, hey, my name is Tanya Clarke-Marinelli. I'm the creator of EmpoweringKidsProgram.com. Hop on over and get your free training. All about I forgot now. Good thing I'm not live streaming. All about the most important ingredient for your child's success, and so on and so forth. So you're giving feeling, you're expressing gratitude, you're expressing happiness and excitement for what it is that you do. You're giving, 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 and then in that video, you can share something. You can share something that's extremely helpful. Look what I ran into today. This is how I solved it. Do you guys feel the same way? Do you guys have a similar experience? Whatever the case is, this is what I've done. Try it. Amazing. Problem solved. Whatever the case is. Remember, hop on over to empoweringkidsprogram.com and get your free training. And then you can create a beautiful, lasting relationship when they sign up on your email list. So this is just a little bit of what you guys learn in the Invest in Yourself course. You guys can take everything that you've learned today, take all this information, run with it, start generating leads in your business today. Less than 5 minutes a day. I am telling you, this is how I attract people into my business all the time. So thank you for joining me. I love you all. Honestly, okay? Go to investinyourselfcourse.com, click on the apply button. If you're interested in this, the best thing that's going to happen is that we're going to work together. The worst thing that's going to happen is that you're going to walk away with amazing information that's really going to benefit your business. And pop in your email address and get your free training all about $100 bill. How a $100 bill changed my financial blueprint forever. So I love you all. Mwah! Tune in next week. Take care, guys. Bye.